wish will come true. All I've ever wanted to be since I was a little girl is to be a light in this dark world and in this dark industry. One of my favorite Bible verses of all time is Matthew 5:16, which says, "Let your light shine so before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven." I hope that this book can be a light to you, and I hope it leaves you changed the same way that my own story has left me changed. Chapter 1. The worst, best day of my life. "It looks like everybody's here," I called out. I was in my usual spot in the back seat of my parents' car, staring out the window at everything we passed, thinking and daydreaming as I always did. When we parked, I swiveled around, noticing the familiar cars that belonged to all of my family members, parked in front of my aunt's house on a street of oak trees and single-story homes in the south side of San Antonio, Texas. Abuzz with nervous energy, I couldn't sit still. Bubbles of excitement rose within me. I felt as if they might float me away. I've always been a deep feeler. When I'm happy, I explode. And when I'm sad, my heart is completely broken. My soul aches. When I witness unfairness in the world, I just can't bear it. And when I'm looking forward to something, I burst with anticipation. This September evening in 2012 was a combination of every kind of high and low, all at the same time. Yes, on this night, my excitement and emotions were off the charts. Most everything was as normal as could be, except that this was the biggest night of my life. Although it was officially fall on the calendar, the air when I stepped out of the car was a hot, damp blanket of humidity. Once again, the seasons would take their sweet time changing. In my beloved hometown of San Antonio, we only have 2 seasons, really hot or warm to cool in the winter, if we're lucky. We were gathering as a family at my aunt's house, with its fun, everyone's welcome vibe, as we'd done my entire life, for countless holidays, birthday parties, weekend barbecues, and any other excuse to get everyone together. My aunt's house was cozy and warm, the perfect place for everyone to gather. I think it has a lot to do with our Mexican culture. I've always been raised that all we needed was family, food, love, and faith. With those 4 essentials in our lives, we don't need anything else, really. But what was different on this particular evening was that tonight, after 10 years of focus and more than a few sacrifices for my parents and me, while pursuing my dream of making it as a singer, I was going to see the broadcast of my audition for the reality television music competition, The X Factor. Along with the more than 8 million Americans who would be tuning in to watch. No pressure, right? I'd had trouble thinking of anything else all day, and now that it was almost go time, I practically skipped out of the car. My family and I all knew the outcome of the audition, which I'd done in Austin back in the end of May, but we'd been sworn to secrecy until the results aired in September. So we'd been waiting for this moment for 4 months, a decade, really, if you counted all of the years since I'd seriously started chasing my singing dreams when I was 9 years old. Standing on the sidewalk, I could see the glow of TVs in a few neighbors' houses. How crazy and amazing it was to think that in a few minutes, my face would be staring from some of those screens as I sang my heart out for them. The thought made me wonder how I would look and sound in front of the cameras, and would people like me? All I'd ever wanted was to connect with an audience through